Iconic places can be like onions. Peel back the layers and you might discover something you never expected to find. I know that's a weird comparison, but hey, it sounds cool. Moving on. Would you believe me if I told you that some of the most well-known buildings on the planet have a bunch of secrets inside them? If you had watched National Treasure, you would know what I mean. Let's become Benjamin Gates today and go on an adventure to look for the best secrets inside iconic buildings. Number 1. Statue of Liberty, USA. The magnificent Statue of Liberty was a gift from France to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the United States Declaration of Independence. Every year, over 3.5 million people visit this 92-meter tall statue. However, it's not easy to climb up this green lady. First, you will need a reserved ticket that may have to be booked for months in advance. Secondly, you must climb 192 steps to reach the top of the pedestal. Then follow a narrow double helix stairway of 354 steps to the crown. It is a small space up there that can only handle 10 people at a time, but there are 25 windows for you to look at the whole city of New York. If you are somehow involved in the maintenance of the statue, you can climb even higher to the observatory inside the torch, the highest point of the lady. This place has been off limits to visitors since 1916. Number 2. Big Ben, United Kingdom. Now let's go to London and visit the Big Ben clock, a must-see landmark for tourists. With a massive 13-ton bell and 4 other quarter bells inside, Big Ben has been tick-tocking since 1859. In World War II, a Nazi bomb damaged 2 of the clock's dials and the House of Commons chamber. However, the clock still survived and continued to strike the hours. You see, even the Nazis couldn't stop Big Ben from tick-tocking. Now that's what we call a real tick-tocker. To see the inside of the clock tower, it would be quite a ride. You would have to climb 334 steps to the top, but only if you are British and have permission from Parliament. Here, you can see the infamous giant bell and view the inside of the clock. The machine behind is even more impressive, which is truly representative of the Industrial Revolution at that time. Big Ben is also famous for its reliability. 3 days a week, the clock maintenance workers would add or remove a penny from the pendulum to keep it on the correct time. Number 3. The Eiffel Tower, France. The Eiffel Tower has been standing tall in Paris since 1889. This 300-meter high construction is made from 7,500 tons of iron and 2.5 million rivets. It looks like a see-through tower on the outside, but you will be amazed to find the secrets inside. On top of the tower, there is a private apartment with a breathtaking view. This was used by Gustave Eiffel to host meetings with some of the most influential people in history, such as Thomas Edison. Visitors can view the small apartment with a ticket to the top of the tower. Underneath the Eiffel Tower, there is a secret military bunker. It was linked with a nearby military school through a hidden tunnel. Nowadays, this bunker is actually a small museum that you can visit as well. If you're a bit peckish and fancy a meal, you can visit the Michelin-starred Le Jules Verne restaurant, which has its own lift from the tower's first floor. For sightseeing, you can go on the double-decked elevator to the second floor and then take another small elevator right to the top. Number 4. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, Italy. Next up, let's go to the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy. Did you know that it took 200 years and 14,000 tons of stone and marble to build this tower? The building began in 1173, and only 5 years later it began to lean. Nowadays it is tilted to about 4 degrees, but that's the result of efforts over centuries to stabilize the tower. From the moment you step into Pisa Tower, you start to feel the leaning, not just seeing it. Pisa Tower has 8 floors and is 58.4 meters high, and you will have to climb 269 steps to get to the bell's chamber at the top. But you won't find many secrets inside this building, because it's literally nothing but a hollow cylinder from bottom to top. You know, sometimes you're special because, well, you don't really have anything special. Number 5. St. Basil's Cathedral, Russia. Widely recognized for its scarlet red walls and onion-shaped domes, St. Basil's Cathedral is one of the most famous landmarks in Moscow. It was built between 1555 and 1561 to commemorate the military conquest by Ivan the Terrible. But in my opinion, the building does not fit his terrible name at all, because it looks like it came from a fairy tale. St. Basil's Cathedral comprises 11 churches. 8 churches are devoted to small victories, while the tent-roofed church in the center is for the final triumph of Ivan over Kazan Khan. 2 other churches were built for 2 Russian saints. The churches are connected with beautifully painted corridors and galleries. Going inside these churches, you'll find colorful flower patterns overhead, while your ears are blessed with sacred music resonating from the central church. Also, you will find a museum inside, where all original things used here are exhibited, such as holy banners and ostensoriums. Number 6. The Taj Mahal, India. The Taj Mahal in India is perhaps one of the biggest symbols of love in the world, literally. This magnificent mausoleum was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan to immortalize his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal, after her death during childbirth. Built out of red sandstone and covered in marble, the construction took 20 years to complete, from 1632 to 1653, and needed over 20,000 workers. From outside, you can see the shimmering white marble changing color during the day, from uplifting yellow at sunrise to deep blue at night. When walking inside, you will see walls filled with inlaid stone floral patterns and beautiful Arabic calligraphy. But perhaps the most spectacular feature is the marble dome over the tomb. This dome is nearly 35 meters high and is decorated with a lotus finial at the top. It was originally made of gold, but was then replaced by a bronze copy in the early 19th century. At the center of the Taj Mahal are the cenotaphs of Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal. But one thing many visitors don't know is that the tombs above are false. The real tombs lie beneath and are off limits to the public since Islam forbids the decoration of graves. The pandemic has made many iconic tourist attractions have to hide from public visitors, and we sure would love to view them again real soon. Which of these famous buildings would you choose to go to first? And do you know any secrets of theirs that we may have missed? Tell us in the comments section, and please hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time.